What up, though, my creative cousins? You tapped in with your boy Stevie D. Look, I have some amazing stuff to share with you guys. Now, I haven't been excited about a program for color grading in a long time, but I ran across this program called Dehancer. It's a professional image and video processing software that gives you film-like color grading. Now, these tools allow every user to create the exact look they want for their images and videos with a filmic profile. So, as a fashion photographer, I absolutely adore the film look, but because I shoot digital, it doesn't always come out that way where I intended to if I was shooting film. And Dehancer gives me that ability to get that film look. So I was very excited when the people over at Dehancer reached out, told me that they wanted me to check out the software, and I've been using it for about a month or so, and let me tell you, I absolutely adore it. Now, Dehancer software comes with a range of customizable presets that allow you to apply different film color gradings, effects to your images. They also have video stuff as well for video, but we're going to talk about that in a different video. In addition to having all these different film presets, you can create and save your own presets for the future. Now, what I really like about Dehancer, the user-friendly interface. Like, it's really dope, y'all. It's really easy. Like, even I can use it. And so that makes navigating through the interface very, very pleasing. As a bonus, Dehancer is designed to process images and video. Again, we're going to talk about that later. Very quick. So you're not bogged down with some software that takes forever to run. Actually, Dehancer runs pretty fast, so I'm really excited about that. But let me tell you, Dehancer is not a set of LUTs. Okay, it's much more advanced than that. It's a film simulation tool. So if you like the film look, this is going to be one of those programs that you want to check out. Now, you can download it right now for free and use a trial. Okay, and at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about a bonus that the people over at Dehancer gave to your boy to give to my creative cousins. Now, before I jump into the software, I personally use Capture One. Most of you guys who follow my work and everything know that Capture One, that's my jam, right? But the Dehancer plugin for photos, you can use with Photoshop, you can use with Lightroom, Capture One, and even the Affinity users, which is dope. So there's a range of programs that you can use Dehancer. Let's jump into Capture One so I can show you exactly how dope Dehancer is. So let's go into my Capture One. Now, I got a couple of images. Some of them are old, some of them are new. And I thought that was important for my tests because I wanted to see how well this would do on images that I've done before. Some of them that I've already color graded, some of them have a basic, color grade. But I definitely wanted to see exactly how some of my old work would look, just in case I wanted to go back and give it that film look. So I got this first image right here in Capture One. It is of model Kyle from Houston, Texas. So it's very simple to use. Once you install the plugin in Capture One or Lightroom or Photoshop, it's literally a click of a button before the Dehancer Pro comes up. So we're going to right click on this first image. We're going to go to edit with, and then we're going to go to Dehancer Lightroom plugin. Now, before we do that, although it says Dehancer Lightroom plugin, this plugin will work for Photoshop, Lightroom, Capture One, and Affinity. Okay, so don't get too caught up on the name. This is the same plugin for all four of those programs. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And when you install it, Dehancer is going to tell you that your settings need to be this. So it has to be a TIFF file, uncompressed, sRGB, color profile. And I believe it's supposed to be at 16-bit or 8-bit, one of them. But this is the format and size that you're going to have to use for Dehancer to open up. So we're going to hit edit variant, and then we're going to wait for Dehancer to pop up. So this is the Dehancer interface. Now, again, it opened up pretty fast, and what it shows you when it first opened up is your last edit, but we're just going to clear that out by hitting this button right here to reset all defaults, reset all settings to default, so we can get that image from Capture One the same way. And over here on the left hand side, these are all the presets that come installed with Dehancer Pro. Now this is going to be for, again, Lightroom, Capture One, Photoshop, and Affinity. You'll have access to all of these different film profiles. So all you do is you look for a profile that you like. And so for me, I think I really like black and white for this one. So let's go with this one. Let's go with Ilford XP2 Super 400. And the great thing about this interface is I can cut it on, cut it off. Also has the histogram feature at the bottom, which is kind of dope for all you histogram lovers. And then you can do your one-to-one, zoom in, zoom out. Over here is where you can save and import, export your presets, but we'll get more into that later. And then the settings button right here is where you can update your film profiles when they upload new ones, and also your license information. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, I clicked on one of these, and it's pretty dope. But we can go in here on the right hand side is where you'll have all your settings that you can change, from exposure to temperature to tint. And then we have these film developers, film compression. You also have a print option for those who want to change it to the Fuji and the Kodak print film and gloss option. Also, this is where you add or remove film grain. Let's mess with this film grain for a minute. So we can up the size of the film grain. We can take down the amount. We can drop some of the resolution. Now, if we don't want too much grain into the midtones, we can lower the grain amount in the midtones. We can boost it in the shadows. We can boost it or decrease it in the highlights. And then it also has a film type where we can go negative or positive. Personally, I like the negative film type for this type of image. And also, what we're going to talk about later is Halation and Bloom, but this is probably not the image to use that. So far, I love the look of it. So we went from this to this. Now, I think for my taste, we'll just go up on the exposure just a little bit, and then we'll go to the film developer and do some gamma correction just a little bit, and then we'll take down the contrast boost just a little bit as well, and then we'll preview this. All right, and so if we're done with the image, we can hit OK, and then that's going to save a TIFF file into my Capture One, and it should be coming up in just a second. And so this was before, and this is after. And I mean, hey, I really love that look from Dehancer. All right, so let's go to another image. So I have this image on my website. Let's go to my website real quick. Now this image is one of my favorite images. I have it printed at my studio on a real big print. And this is what it looks like after the editing process. So there's no coloring or anything done to this image. So let me go to my website real quick so I can show you this image. Now, I color graded that image in Photoshop. This image right here, and I absolutely I wanted that filmic look for this image. Now, I did this before I had Dehancer, but once I got Dehancer, I want to show you exactly how I was able to color grade this image with that filmic look very fast. You're just gonna blow your mind. But instead of doing that in Capture One, we're gonna go into Photoshop, because the same interface that's in Capture One and Lightroom and Affinity is in Photoshop. So I know a lot of you guys may not have Capture One, but we're gonna go to Photoshop real quick. And I have an older version of Photoshop because I just refused to upgrade to the new Photoshop. But we're gonna go into Photoshop, okay? And this is how you use Dehancer Pro in Photoshop. You're gonna simply go to Filter. You're gonna go down to the Dehancer Film, and you're gonna bring up the Dehancer Film interface for your photo. Now, I already know what film preset I want to use. Okay, I'm gonna show you. It's really, really simple. Then we're gonna take this image from this. Right. Again, this is dope. I think this is an amazing image, the way it looks right there. But we're gonna give it that filmic look, and I'm gonna use Fujichrome Velvia 100. I think I'm saying that right. We're just gonna click on it. Look at that. That changed the dynamic of the image with just one click. This is great. This is, oh, okay. I see you, Stevie D. I really, really love that look, right? So I'm just gonna go click OK. I don't want to change anything. I love the way it's already edited in that filmic look, so I'm not gonna change it. So I'm gonna hit OK. It's going to save in Photoshop, and then once I hit save, let it do its thing, and I'm gonna go back to capture one, and here it is. Beautiful. I really, really love that filmic look, and with Dehancer, it gives you that flexibility to do that with just a click of a button. But I would be remiss if I didn't show you guys some of the other functions of Dehancer. So let me find one of my other images that I like. So let's go to this image. I've already edited this image. I haven't applied any color grading to it, but I'm going to do that in Filmic Pro. So since I'm already in Capture One, I'll just go ahead and use the Capture One feature. So Dehancer Lightroom plugin, edit variant, and we're going to edit this image in Dehancer Photos. Okay, so I really like the Fuji looks. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Fuji, holla at your boy. I really love the Fuji looks in Dehancer Pro. The film profiles on it is amazing. So I hope that they add more pretty soon. So I'm gonna start off with, let's see, let's do this one right here. All right, and right off the bat, it looks great. I can't lie, it looks great. But I wanna go through some of the settings and see how we can push this image. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to print, and I want to change this print to a different function, because you guys seen the 2383 and the 3513 already. So let's see how it looks with gloss. All right, sweet. I think we're getting there. Now I've already color graded this image before, but we get there. I want to turn my Halation and Bloom off again. The next image, I promise, we'll go over Halation and Bloom. So let's go into our film developer module, because I feel like there's a little bit too much contrast for my taste on this image. So we'll just back it off just a little bit. Let's take it down. Let's see. I think something like that is cool. Yeah, something like that is cool. But let's go to our exposure and bump our exposure just a little bit. So one thing about the sliders is very sensitive, so just be mindful of that. I think that one click gave me what I was looking for. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. You guys like that? So let's change the temperature on here. But let's see, let's add a little blue, little coolness to the image, about right there. And then we're going to change the tint. I said temp. The tint on here. Let's add a little bit of that green tint. I don't want to put too much. Maybe about there. Yeah, there sounds good. There looks good. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I love it. But I think we got too much exposure. Let's bring down the exposure a little bit more. Let's bring it down just a tad bit. Okay, that's good. So we went from this to this. Really gives that old school filmic look. But let's go down to our film grain, because I feel like we have too much grain in the midtones. So we're just gonna bring that down just a tad bit. Just a tad. And look at that. Oh man, I really love this program. Again, it's very, very, very easy to use and very quick to use, and it really gives you exactly what you're looking for on these images. So let's hit OK, and we're going to bring this bad boy up here. Bring it up one more. Look at that. So that's before and after. I adore this look. I think that's dope. Shout out to the model Becky for this look. So we're gonna go to the last image because I want to show you guys halation and bloom. So the bloom effect gives you that misty glow and soft vintage feel, right? And I really like that because especially when you have garments and pieces that kind of like glow already, the bloom effect looks amazing. But the halation gives you that film emotion effect, so it's very subtle, like a red glow around bright light sources. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go into the plugin again and bring it up, and I'll show you exactly what I'll show you exactly what bloom and halation does to image. So I know I've used Fuji a few times, so let's go to the Kodak. Let's show Kodak some love. Let's give the Kodak some love. Let's go with Kodak Area Color 4. So right off the bat, we went from here to here to add a lot of contrast. Let's go to our grain and cut that off just for a second. So halation is already cut on. By default, I believe halation and bloom is already cut on. We're going to cut it off because I want to show you exactly what it does to the image. So right now the image looks great, right? So if I click on halation, I'm going to go into the mask mode, and the mask mode shows you exactly the area that you're going to be affecting. So you see all these, you see this area with the gold that's kind of sticking out. So that's in our halation part of the image. So I'm going to go to local diffusion, and I want to bring that up to about almost to the max. Bringing it up all the way to the max, and then I'll bring up the global just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So let's take the mask off, and then let me turn halation off, turn it back on. It just gives that material, that pop, you know, that pop you guys like to talk about. And then with bloom, we'll turn halation off, and with bloom, again, remember I told you bloom just gives you that misty glow, that soft feel around lights that make it look great. So the thing about bloom is you can't push it too much, especially around some of the highlights, because it will kind of blow out a little bit. Remember, we are giving this a film emulation tool, so if you blow out the highlights on film, you know they're gone. So cut off the bloom, cut it back on. You can see that glowy effect on around the lights. It's just, I don't know, it's just so dope. So let's cut our halation and bloom on, and you can see like her earrings has that glow around it. I probably wouldn't push it that far in real life, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. But for this one, I think the temp is a little too warm, so I'm just gonna cool it down just a little bit. So let's go about right there. All right, so yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see the before and the after. Man, let's go, Dehancer. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, because you guys are my creative cousins, if you've loved the video, if you think that you want to give Dehancer a try, if you use Capture One, Lightroom, Photoshop, or Affinity Photo, I have a surprise for you. I have a dope offer for you. So, again, the good folks over at Dehancer told me that they mess with the creative cousin community. So, if you go to Dehancer, click on photo, and you want to buy the Dehancer film for Photoshop, Lightroom, Capture One, or Affinity, which also works for Mac or PC, you hit that buy button and you use the promo code Stevie D, hit apply, you're gonna get 10% off Dehancer Pro. You feel me? 10% off. Now, I don't know about you, but 10% is dope to me. So again, download the trial, try it out for a little bit, and if you like it, use my discount code Stevie D to get yourself 10% off Dehancer. Now, I'm going to be reviewing this for video as well, and when I do, I'm going to drop another video so you guys can check it out, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Dehancer in the comments if you guys are going to check it out. Again, I love the filmic look that Dehancer provides in a quick and timely manner. So thank you guys for watching this video on Dehancer Pro. Make sure you go check them out. Tell them I said what up though. They're my creative cousins over there. Y'all my creative cousins over here. Download their program. Use Stevie D discount code to get 10% off. And go make some filmic look, man. Go and edit and color grade and give us that filmic look, because I mean, you see, it looks amazing and it's very easy to use. So hope this has been helpful. Talk to you guys in the next video, and if you have any questions, holla at your boy.